In this video, we'll be taking a look at two different NHL games for Friday, February 11, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like access to our exclusive betting picks, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Lightning versus Arizona Coyotes. The Lightning are having a great season with their offense stepping up and scoring 3.37 goals per game. Steven Stamkos has scored 20 goals and 32 assists, while Alex Killorn and Braden Point have added 32 goals and 41 assists to the top two lines, but the rest of the offense has stepped up as well. Ondrej Palat, Anthony Cirelli, and Corey Perry have combined for 40 goals and 43 assists, while defensemen Victor Hedman and Mikhail Sergachev have added 12 goals and 58 assists from the point to put the offense over the top. In addition to the offense playing great, the Lightning defense is only allowing 2.74 goals per game. Victor Hedman and Ryan McDonagh have combined for 6.0 defensive point shares and 133 blocked shots, while Jan Rutta and Mikhail Sergachev have combined for 4.3 defensive point shares and 105 blocked shots to add depth to the unit. In addition, goaltender Brian Elliott has stepped up as a backup with a .907 save percentage and a 2.57 goals against average on 227 shots. The offense has let the Coyotes down this season, but the defense has also struggled, allowing 3.66 goals per game. Shane Gostisbehere, Ilya Lyubushkin, and Dyson Mayo have combined for 4.7 defensive point shares and 200 blocked shots, but the rest of the unit has struggled and is allowing opponents to find open shots on the netted will. In addition, goaltender Karel Vejmelka has struggled as the starter with a .902 save percentage and a 3.43 goals against average on 920 shots. The Coyotes are having a season to forget with their offense struggling immensely, scoring only 2.21 goals per game. Clayton Keller has scored 17 goals and 22 assists, while Lawson Crouse and Travis Boyd have added 22 goals and 21 assists to the top line, but the rest of the offense has struggled. Only 4 forwards have scored 7 goals or more, and opposing defenses can eliminate the hapless offense as a result. The Lightning have not won by more than 1 goal in 4 straight contests, but are very much set for a juicy victory tonight in Arizona, having already triumphed in 4 of their past 5 outings played on the second night of a back-to-back stretch. The Coyotes have dropped 7 of their past 9 matchups, losing by a margin of at least 2 goals in 6 of those games. The very last 5 wins of Tampa Bay against the Yotes, meanwhile, have all been by more than 1 snipe, with 7 of the previous 9 triumphs of the Bolts overall all also being achieved with a goal gap of at least 2 markers. The Coyotes are desperate for a win and look to pull off the upset on their home ice and provide great odds in the process. The problem is that the Coyotes are facing one of the best teams in the NHL in the Lightning that look to overwhelm them on both ends of the ice. The Lightning should find the back of the net throughout the game with Steven Stamkos, Braden Point, and the rest of the forward unit establishing a strong offensive zone presence and creating open shots with great puck movement near the net. The Lightning should also limit the Coyotes' struggling offense with Victor Hedman, Ryan McDonagh, and the rest of the defensive unit forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone alike while limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Brian Elliott to make plenty of easy saves. The Tampa Bay Lightning minus 1.5 point spread is our full game side pick. 6 of the previous 8 meetings between the Lightning and the Coyotes in Arizona have all delivered quite a substantial quantity of snipes, averaging no less than 8 tallies per encounter. So, banking on another high-scoring outing between the pair on Friday is definitely the better option. 5 of the past 6 road contests of the Bolts have already cruised past the set goal mark, registering an average of 8 markers per clash. 13 of the most recent 18 fixtures of the Yotes following a win, meanwhile, have all finished with plenty of goals on the score sheet. The Lightning have a great defense that can easily make this game a low-scoring one. However, the Coyotes have one of the league's worst defenses, and both forward units look to step up in the upcoming game. The Coyotes should find the back of the net throughout the game with Clayton Keller, Lawson Krause, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating quick shots on the net. The Lightning, meanwhile, should run up the score with Steven Stamkos, Braden Point, Alex Killorn, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the odd man rush and creating great puck movement in the offensive zone, while Victor Hedman and Mikhail Sergachev pick apart the Coyotes' struggling defense from the point. The over should cover in a high-scoring game with both offenses stepping up. Over the projected line is our full game total pick. Seattle Kraken versus Anaheim Ducks. The Kraken are having a season to forget and hope their offense can step up, scoring only 2.60 goals per game. Jared McCann, Jordan Eberle, and Yanni Gourde have combined for 41 goals and 40 assists to lead the top line, but the rest of the forward unit has struggled. Only 5 active forwards have scored 6 goals or more, and opposing defenses can easily eliminate the top-heavy offense. The offense has struggled, but the defense has been one of the worst in the NHL, allowing 3.47 goals per game. Carson Soucy, Jamie Oleksiak, and Adam Larsson have combined for 5.1 defensive point shares and 171 blocked shots, but the rest of the unit has struggled and is allowing opponents to carry the puck into the offensive zone at will. In addition, goaltender Philip Grubauer is struggling as the starter with a .887 save percentage and a 3.09 goals against average on 894 shots. The Anaheim Ducks will finally return to ice with their first outing in February after having last played on January 31st when they picked up a point in a 2-1 overtime defeat against the Detroit Red Wings at Little Caesars Arena, thus finishing their latest 5-game road trip with a 3-0-2 record. The Ducks, who had no power plays in the Motor City, killed their only penalty, but were outshot by almost a double and lit the lamp just once through Rickard Rakell, who tied the game at 1-1 in the second period before the Wings banked the win at 2:11 minutes of the extra session. Anaheim is currently riding a 6-game point streak. The Ducks' offense has struggled, but the defense has been great this season, allowing only 2.77 goals per game. Hampus Lindholm and Cam Fowler have combined for 5.5 defensive point shares and 135 blocked shots, while Kevin Shattenkirk and Jamie Drysdale have combined for 3.9 defensive point shares and 122 blocked shots to give the Ducks 2 great defensive pairings. Additionally, goaltender John Gibson is having a great season in the net with a .922 save percentage and a 2.49 goals against average on 1069 shots. The Kraken will be meeting up with the Ducks for the 3rd time in their existence, having already dropped the previous 2 decisions versus Anaheim, following up November's 7-4 domestic fiasco with a 4-1 setback at Honda Center 1 week before Christmas. 3rd time lucky, you might say, but not in the case of Seattle. The team has been struggling big time throughout the whole season, managing to collect just 6 wins on the past 23 occasions. The Kraken are a poor 2-6 on their most recent 8 travels, while the Ducks, who are currently riding a 6-game point streak with 4 victories, have bagged a whopping 11 triumphs in their previous 14 contests. As favorites, this is going to be a great game between 2 teams eager to improve in the Pacific Division. The Kraken are looking to pull off the upset on the road, but the Ducks can find favorable matchups on both ends of the ice. The Ducks should find the back of the net throughout the game with Troy Terry, Trevor Zegras, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and establishing a strong offensive zone presence. The Ducks should also limit the Kraken top-heavy offense with Hampus Lindholm, Cam Fowler, and the rest of the defense creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, allowing John Gibson to make plenty of easy saves. The Anaheim Ducks money line is our full game side bet. The first meeting between the 2 teams in Seattle witnessed a total of 11 snipes scored, while the second in Anaheim finished with a count of 4-1. Which way will the 3rd outing between the Kraken and the Ducks go? Considering some recent trends, the answer is below the set goal mark. The very last 5 road fixtures of Seattle have already produced just a modest quantity of strikes, averaging no more than 3.80 markers per matchup. 5 of the previous 7 domestic outings of Anaheim, meanwhile, have all finished on the low-scoring side. The Kraken have one of the league's worst defenses, and it's easy to think the upcoming game will be a high-scoring one as a result. However, the Ducks are led by their defense, and both units look to step up against 2 struggling offenses. The Kraken should limit the Ducks' offense with Carson Soucy, Jamie Oleksiak, and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shooting lanes. The Ducks, meanwhile, should eliminate and potentially shut out the Kraken's struggling offense with Hampus Lindholm, Cam Fowler, Kevin Shattenkirk, and the rest of the defensive unit forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone alike, while John Gibson blanks shots on the net. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.